everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for supporting me. Today I wanted to talk about Chevalier, which is a film that is an adaptation of Joseph Bologne's life story. So let's get into it without any further ado.
Welcome to Paris, Joseph.
Monsieur, I fear this will not be a kind place to such a boy.
The boy has talent, but one in particular that is exceptional.
Very well.
I realized the more I excelled, the less I was alone.
The show-off who spoiled Mozart's concert.
May I play with you, monsieur?
Well, I hope this won't be embarrassing for you. Who the hell is that?
I, Marie Antoinette, Queen of France, hereby anoint you Chevalier.
In any other country, a man of your color would not be wearing such fine clothes.
One day, the whole world will know me.
You don't belong here. You're a party trick. You're a pet, playing the violin, that is all.
You know I am the best.
This world is painful for us, my son. But there is always the choice to fight.
I'm putting on a concert. Let us fund the revolution.
You cannot afford to make any more enemies.
France is changing.
You could be more influential than you know. Leverage it.
There will be no new France. You cannot topple what has been ordained by God.
Not everything is about you people.
Joseph gets to experience a life separated completely from his blackness, but yet also reminded of it as he was one of the only, if not the only, black person in a world that couldn't accept him but tolerated him because of his accolades. In the beginning of the film, I think we experience a side of him where he's the successful person who has attained a lot of fame and success, and is sort of kind of partially accepted by a society that hates him for his skin tone, for his blackness, right? I think we see this when he tries to compete with this other musician on stage and how he got belittled because he's a black man, right? I mean, I think this is evident of how black people were treated in society during that time, right? And then we get to experience his reconnection with his mom, and we see there's a little bit of bitterness from his end, and it kind of takes away from the whole experience. But I think I want to get into why I think he reacted that way. And so his resentment for his mother is not because she's a bad mom, but because she's a black woman just like him, and because of that he got to endure the difficulties that he did. I think his experiences as a black person made him resent his blackness because it translated to him that it is a problem. He grew up in a time where slavery was big, and people that looked like him didn't get the opportunities that he got because they didn't have the connections his father had. He attained the title of Chevalier de St. George's, and also being one of the biggest violinists of his time, right? I think that made him acceptable and tolerable in a community of people who rejected his kind of people. And I think this film does a great exploration of it with the interactions that we see, the belittlement that comes with how the society viewed black people during that time. My take of this film is I'm incredibly impressed by his ability to pioneer through adversities. Granted, his father's connections landed him into that school, and irregardless of that, I think his ability to withstand all the challenges that came with being the only black kid in that school during a time where black people are not accepted in society is very difficult. And his ability to work as hard as he did to attain the things that he ended up achieving for me is very impressive. Him becoming the Chevalier de St. George's was incredible. Him being able to be the violinist that he became was incredible, and eventually fighting for his people was something that I genuinely feel like is incredible. It's worth talking about, and I'm happy they made this film because I wouldn't have known about him. And is such an important figure in society to know about. And when he finally reconnects with his blackness, when he finally finds his way back into who he truly is, we get to see how his friends, quote unquote, start to view him. In his attempt to speak up for his people, his friend, who I think is the queen, basically turns her back on him and basically hates him for claiming his blackness. But throughout the film we see how she's one of the only people, quotation marks, that have accepted her. Then that also proves the statement that his mom has made about how he's a tourist in the white world. I think one of my favorite scenes in the film is when he reconnects with his blackness, when his mom finally tells him that he's a tourist in the white world, right? He's a puppet. He's basically someone that is only good enough if they're able to maintain the status that he's attained. There's a scene in the film where his mom takes him to meet this community of African people who have been just gathering and enjoying each other's company and sharing their culture with one another. And I think this is when he truly reconnected with himself and found himself and felt accepted by people who look like him. And I think in the film, that's when he stopped wearing, I don't know if it's called a wig, but those things I'll try to get a picture of. And he started wearing his natural hair. And I think that's such a very powerful symbolic move that they used. I don't know if it's historical or maybe it's a director's choice, but I love that they did that. It's such a very beautiful scene to watch as well. I think that is such an incredible part of the film where he finally accepts himself as an African person.